jacket, one pair wet look gloves, one pair jeans, knees slashed, half a baseball bat.
Like the suit.
Thanks.
Going somewhere special?
Conference in Chambers.
One copy latex lovelies.
Ah, very nice.
That's the lot for Crown v Kevin Leach. Leach, of course, it's your arse and didn't click for a second. That's the offensive weapon, is it, Alistair?
That and a lighted match.
He didn't bother using matches.
What?
Your lad. He could have had instant combustion with this thing.
Not one I know.
Oh, go on.
No.
Oh, all right, then.
Was anyone killed in this fire?
Come on, Vin.
No, they got the would-be victim out.
Would you mind picking these up, please? I said pick these up and put them in the bin.
You'd think they had better things to do,
Look, if you think...
Lee, it is an offence to drop litter.
like catching armed robbers.
I'm different, am I? From when you knew me last year? Oh, I've got a uniform on, so I'm not the same person. I mean, is that it?
Nah.
You are making a mistake, you know. Right, that's it. Pick them up. Officer! Officer!
Somebody spotted you from the doorway. The manager's just rung the station.
Sorry.
Irene Harris, store detective. We've got a shoplifter.
Have you?
It's actually the second one this week.
Got a gun, have you? Only someone might have nicked to your keeper.
Right, that is it. What did you say? I heard that.
Delia.
I'm taking these two tow rags home. 40 Jasmine Square, if I remember right. Little parental chat call for, I think.
Well, just keep in touch, OK? Sierra Oscar from 659 receiving.
Go ahead, 659.
Investigating a shoplifter in the co-op at the centre.
Yeah, received. Oh, no. Irene strikes again.
Oh, dear, what a shame. And Loverboy's got a heavy date in Chambers.
He'll be really upset.
You never know. If Irene runs true to form, he may just get back in time.
Besides the items in question, it's possible that the suspect consumed a fun-sized chocolate bar. We found a wrapper.
Did it have a store price tag on?
Oh, I'll have that off in a second.
So there's no actual evidence?
Unfortunately.
Mind out, will it?
Why is it when I get a handling job, it's generators and trolley jacks? Oh, except when it's paint sprays and spanners.
Yeah, it's not everyone gets an invite to a conference in Chambers, is it, Vivek?
You probably need a law degree to qualify.
Or even half of one.
I've got a broad working knowledge like everyone else.
You know your CPS onions, Alistair. There's no denying that.
Yeah, you don't get files back marked try harder, or could you please get statements from the whole of Fairfields estate?
Yeah, the trouble is, at the end of the day, it's these top barristers who steal the show, isn't it, eh? They roll off in their hand-tooled Porsches, a couple of K in their pockets, names plastered all over the newspapers.
It's a joint effort.
That's not how it comes out. Right, Viv.
Graham, hello.
You can't park here.
Sorry?
Well, one can, but it's generally reserved for the head of chambers.
Right, thanks.
This is Mr. Coombs, our branch manager. This is WPC... Oh, sorry. Ford.
Nice to meet you, officer.
And you, sir. Is this it?
Got your bag of tricks, then?
As per instructions.
Anthony Rush is a great one for having a sniff at the exhibits. Thinks they'll give him a flavour of the defendant.
Yes, well, the baseball bat was quite a find.
It was. Until they moved the goalposts.
What?
Hello. Graham Woodward, CPS, and DS Gregg. 4:30 conference with Anthony Rush. See, the trouble with arson cases is that it's always the psychiatrists who come up with the biggest bag of tricks.
What do you mean they've moved the goalposts?
Leach is no longer denying that he started the fire.
Oh, really? Well, that's good news, isn't it? Mind you, I thought he'd wise up in the end.
I don't know about wising up. The defence have brought in 2 psychiatrists in whose expert opinion Leach can't be held responsible for his actions.
That's absurd. He knew what he was doing.
Who are we to judge?
I think I've spent long enough with Leach to suss out how responsible he is.
Yes, well,
When did this happen?
last week.
You could have let me know.
I tried a couple of times.
It might have been nice if you'd tried a bit harder.
Mr. Rush's 4:30. Would you mind taking your seat? He's on his way back from court.
Look, you can't seriously believe I'd bother stealing anything.
in a second, Mr. Nolan. Mrs. Harris, I'd like you to tell me in the suspect's hearing what you saw this afternoon that led you to make your arrest.
I had the suspect, whom I now know as Mr. Philip Bernard Nolan, in my surveillance for some 20 minutes prior to the offence being committed. He drew himself to my attention by constantly looking round in a furtive manner. He had a canvas shopping bag placed in the front end of his trolley. I watched him approach the frozen goods section, select a packet of pork chops and place them furtively into his shopping bag. Mr. Nolan made no attempt whatsoever to pay for the pork chops when passing through the checkout counter. I therefore detained the suspect as he attempted to leave the store.
Mr. Nolan, you've heard what Mrs. Harris has told us.
I've heard it.
What have you got to say?
It's like a bad dream, officer. That's all I've got to say. It seems to have been going on for a week or more.
Mr. Nolan?
Look, I must have 40 or 50 quid in here. Why should I bother stealing anything? I could buy it 20 times over. It doesn't make sense.
That's what they all say.
I'm arresting you on suspicion of theft. You're not obliged to say anything. If you do, it will be taken down and may be used in evidence against you.
Sorry to have kept you. Do come in and sit down if you can find a place. The thing I was on should have finished before lunch. Unfortunately, the jury seemed totally incapable of grasping the concept of self-defence. There ought to be an intelligence test.
It's called being able to read the oath.
Quite. Now, if you'll bear with me, I'll see if Adrian can organise some tea. Couldn't manage tea for 3, could you?
Actually, we may be 4.
Oh, really? Sling on an extra cup, old chap. Yes, thanks. So, hearing ended 3:35. Verdict guilty. Sentence 18 months, 6 months suspended. 10-minute con with client. Now, unfortunately, headed for Puckle-Church, fortified by my 3 remaining king size. There, now you have my undivided attention, well, for at least 10 seconds. Mark, you haven't got any spare fags, have you?
Sorry, Anthony, I forgot you had a con.
Thanks.
Your client went down, did he?
Yes, guilty on all 3 counts.
See you at the bash tonight, then.
Right. So now let's have a look at this fire setter of ours, shall we? Leech and the Crown.
Must be odd making the switch from defending to prosecuting, sir.
Oh, well, it's all play acting, isn't it?
Is it?
Coupled with mild schizophrenia, that right, Graham?
Practically guaranteed.
Of course, according to the experts, that's what our friend Kevin Leech is suffering from. Although in his case, it could hardly be termed as a mild form.
I've just told DS Gregg the news.
Oh, really? And what's your reaction, officer?
I'm afraid I think it's a load of rubbish, sir.
So you believe he's pulling the wool, do you?
Yes, sir.
Anthony, I've asked Tim Headley to drop by. Tell us what he thinks of these 2 reports.
Well, that's excellent. I thought he was still on holiday.
He was. He's got a cottage in Cornwall, 2 miles down the coast from ours. It's early days yet, but I thought it would be useful if he could make this conference.
Did he actually get in to see Leech?
He managed to persuade the prison governor to fit him in before he went away.
So, and what's the verdict?
No idea.
Oh, well, looks as if we're about to be put out of our misery. Unless, of course, it's to tell us there's no more Earl Grey.
Forgot the handcuffs, Sergeant.
Won't be long, sir. Just till the duty solicitor shows his face.
Do you have to do that, Sarge?
Saves having to babysit him for who knows how long.
But doesn't it seem like we're using a hammer to crack a nut?
Nut is probably right.
But what's he taken, Sarge? I mean, what's it worth? 2 quid and 27p. I mean...
Hello, John.
Irene?
I ought to start my statement.
I'll be with you in a second.
Personally, I'd never pay that much for a couple of chops.
If he's found guilty, his job's obviously down the tube.
That's not our concern.
No, I know, I just...
You didn't bring them back, did you?
What?
The packet of chops.
Well, you didn't need them, did you? I got the price tag.
Oh, no, it's okay. Mind if it's half a salmon, make sure it's on my desk.
OK, Sarge. Now for Mrs. Harris. Where is she?
I think I can make a pretty good guess.
Tim, delighted you could come.
Only too glad.
Now, you know Anthony, of course.
Nice to see you, Tim.
Hello.
And this is DS Alan Gregg.
Alistair.
I just hope I can be of some help. I haven't actually got to the stage of formulating a complete report. I'll need another visit. Oh, you can't get the full picture in an hour.
Well, at least you get to see him. My first sighting is in court.
He's certainly an interesting character.
Thanks, yes, but is he mad or bad?
Oh, he's definitely not insane, in the way required by the Mental Health Act. He's perfectly able to discuss this with his solicitor, of understanding the case when it's put to him. Do you mind?
No, certainly, go ahead.
But as far as the arson business is concerned, there's no doubt he's suffering from a serious psychiatric disorder.
So you would side with the defence psychiatrist, would you?
That's the trouble with an adversarial system. Experts are supposed to take sides. I'm just here to give you my unbiased opinion.
That's why half your reports never see the light of day. So all this stuff stands up, does it? The violence and abuse to which Leach was exposed as a child triggered him in a pathological hatred of authority figures. Slight physical build made him an easy target at school, a nourished sense of inadequacy, homosexual advances. He began to experience a fascination with fire and fire engines. He describes a feeling of sexual excitement. Well, I'm sorry, Tim, but I find it very hard to imagine being turned on by a fire engine.
You see, for Leach, fire has become a way of exercising control, of getting back at a society that's cast him in the role of a victim.
And how does that make him different from your average thug?
Well, the thing about fire, too, is that he may see it as having the power to cleanse.
Are you saying Leach is unfit to plead?
Yes, well, as far as the defence are concerned, unfit to plead is by way of a hot potato, Detective Sergeant Gregg. If it's accepted, it means they're getting their client a one-way ticket to a high-security psychiatric unit. With this lad, they're saying he's not all there, that his mental faculties weren't up to arson with intent to endanger life. A suitable case for treatment.
Not that we can claim to work any miracles, of course.
You must look like miracle workers, Doctor. The devious bastards like Leach. I wonder how this fits into your thesis, Doctor. Or what about this?
Well, get him to borrow a lorry, then. It's done my back in.
Oh.
Just don't bring it back, Viv, all right? Hey, yeah, I'll see you soon, yeah. Bye, Viv. Bye. Irene.
Hello, Tosh.
What can I do you for?
Just brought someone in.
Great.
Second one this week.
You're putting us to shame, you are.
Have to get my statement done. Can't say it's my favourite bit.
All right. Well, you know where the writing room is, then?
Alistair not here, then?
No, he's in conference in chambers.
Really?
Yeah, it shouldn't be too long before he's back.
I might just catch him.
Yeah, you just might.
So you think Leach is trying to pull a fast one, do you, Alistair? He's spinning us a line.
I think he went in there to kill the complainant after a quarrel, clouted him with that thing, and then started the fire to finish off the job.
Were there any signs the old man had been beaten up? I hadn't understood there were.
There was a certain amount of contusion on the left side of the temple.
It was actually very noticeable. When we found the baseball bat, it seemed fair.
Haven't we just had a medical report?
They faxed an addendum yesterday. The bruising is perfectly consistent with a Contrecoup injury. That is, it was probably caused by the victim falling about. He had consumed his usual 16 pints, according to the backward blood count.
And while consuming his usual 16 pints, he'd also had an argument with Kevin Leach and shoved the Chinese takeaway in his face. I took 3 witness statements. They all confirm it.
The trouble is, they don't agree on what he looked like. The youth in denim who copped the number 37 with bean sprouts is variously described as having a slight, or alternatively rather stocky build, with hair that's anything from reddish to mouse.
In the interview, he admitted he had it in for Robbie.
You told him he had it in for Robbie. All he said was that he didn't like drugs. Do you say you found this under Leach's bed?
Yes, sir.
Doesn't look like it was just fire engines that turned him on, Tim.
Yes, well, as I say, I need another visit.
And when we got this, it was half full of the downstairs window, was it?
All the slivers forensic have tested so far, Matcher.
There's still one in there. Well, it's all a bit iffy, though, isn't it? I mean, we don't have any clear connection between Leach and the old man. No reflection on all your hard graft, officer. Of course, you've done an excellent job.
Thank you, sir. Just feel like months of hard graft went down the drain.
I know, it's too bad. But I'm afraid if all the psychiatrists, including our own, say he's a weirdo, then our guns are well and truly spiked.
If we could prove he clobbered Robbie, then this fire fetish thing wouldn't stand up, would it?
Who knows? I dread arson cases. You can't move at pace.
I felt the right pillock in there.
Oh well, no point getting too involved.
Isn't there?
You soon learn not to take things personally. Forensic wasn't too helpful.
Yeah, well, I've been let down by that bunch before.
Just don't show Nolan you've got a soft spot.
I haven't. I'm just concerned.
Where's the duty brief today, then, Sarge?
Just a no comment himself.
Cut the timing off. Right, next.
Just like you to tell me, Mr. Nolan, how the chops got into your shopping bag.
No comment.
You've got an opportunity now to offer an explanation, to give your side of things.
No comment.
This isn't helping you, you know.
That's your opinion, officer.
Look, when I spoke to you in the manager's office, Mr. Nolan, you said, it's like a bad dream. What did you mean by that?
I'd like to answer the question.
Well, of course, it's up to you.
I meant that last Tuesday, I got home from work at 5 as usual. Found my daughter had gone. She's always come first with me, my daughter. Ever since she was a little one. She just had to smile. I gave her everything. Worked round the clock. Holidays, nice clothes. I didn't mind. Only it wasn't enough, was it? Because on Tuesday, she left home. There was just a one phone call saying not to worry. It's like asking the Pope not to be a Catholic. Of course, she's 17. Supposed to know their own minds at 17, aren't they? Now it's like she's never been.
Have you
I
contacted?
sit in a room. Those things all round me. Thinking, how did it come to this? Kathy, her name was. Is.
There's a fair chance Sock will have left us a way up. Yeah, there we go. We're in luck.
Floor safe, is it?
Shouldn't think so. That is safe as this case has become.
I think I'll wait here.
Leach came up these stairs. I know he did. It's like I can see him.
I think it's what they call tunnel vision.
Sorry?
You decide someone's guilty, then you try to make the pieces fit.
No. That's not what I'm doing.
Isn't it?
You forget. I spent over 20 hours with Leach.
I just can't see the point in trailing back here.
It's the scene of the crime. It happened here.
Yes, quite.
This case was a good, clean runner. I had it buttoned up. Kevin Leach needs putting away.
You heard what Rush said. We have no clear connection between Leach and the old man.
Why did he say that? What was it? We were just talking about when he said that.
I'm sorry, I'm not with you.
Oh, come on, Graham. What was it in response to? Boy Wonder had just pricked his finger on a piece of glass in Leach's jacket.
From the downstairs window when he broke in.
And there was some bits in old Robbie's clothing too, yeah?
Yes, from this window frame when the fire brigade yanked him through.
You said forensic matched the slivers of glass in Leach's jacket with the window he broke downstairs.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. But the bits of glass on Robbie, we didn't submit those, did we?
But why would we?
Well, quite. We weren't trying to make a case against the victim. But if any of the glass on Robbie was from downstairs, it would show proximity between him and Leach.
If.
Yet Leach said he never came up here. We still got Robbie's burned clothing. If we tried it with forensic, could they distinguish between different bits of glass?
The bits are far too small then. But I suppose if they were glazed at different times, they might have differential refractive indexes.
So if that could be established, there'd be nothing iffy about the evidence. Would there, Graham?
What?
Well, like, maybe his doctor could confirm that he was suffering from stress.
We've got enough to charge him with. That's all it says in Pace.
But if we reported him for summons instead of sticking a charge on him today, we could get some background.
Fancy yourself as a bit of a shrink, do you, Ford?
His brief says they'll take it to Crown Court. How much will that cost the taxpayers? A couple of thousand?
Start asking those kind of questions, you'll end up on the funny farm.
So, where's our Mrs. Harris?
Probably putting the final polish to a statement. I bet furtively figures every other line.
It better not.
Don't be too hard on her, Suzanne. She's becoming Sunhill's tame groupie. We don't get that many.
Ah, Alistair. Had a jolly afternoon in Chambers? Clean the chimneys, did you?
Just about.
I thought you might have got caught up in a bit of the older...
They brought the psychos in. The evidence went out the window.
Ah, bad luck.
I have, though, managed to sow a few new seeds which might give them 2 seconds pause for thought. Not that I'll ever hear, of course.
I won't fancy peering into people's minds myself. Messy business altogether. Oh, most of our lot, you need a pair of rubber gloves.
What's the betting that Graham Woodward doesn't even bother... Ah, Irene.
Hello, Alistair.
Everything all right? Actually, I'd better just check this lot in.
I was making tracks. Yes, hello, Lyons, yes. Yes, he is still here. Yeah. I'll leave you to it then.
Hang on. Hello? Graham? Yeah? Yeah? So what did they say? Oh. Yeah?
Yeah, well, if you can tell her as soon as she gets in. I mean, I really must talk to her tomorrow as soon as possible. OK, look. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Hello.
Yeah.
That was Graham. He's checked with forensic. They're going to be able to tell if Leach got close
Sorry.
to Robbie by testing the glass in his clothes. He says that the stuff from the upstairs window has got this weird refractive index. I can't believe he rang me.
Oh, very good. Night, Irene.
Sad, really. All she wants is a uniform.
Yeah. And I think she's had a few.
You must answer to police bail as stated.
Do you want to phone your wife, Mr. Nolan?
No, I just want to get out of here.
But won't she worry? You said you were always home by 5. Why don't we give you a lift?
No, it's okay.
Maybe we could have a chat about your daughter. See if there's anything...
No. Thank you.
WPC Ford is right, sir. We'd really like to help you. Take Mr. Nolan home.
Mrs. Nolan?
Yes?
Oh, it's all right. It's nothing to do with your daughter.
I'm glad you've come. Please come in. This way.
When?
Mum? It's all right, Kathy. You just wait there till I come. It's been going on for years, you see. I mean, he hates his job, the same old thing, day in, day out. He wanted to live dangerously.